because that's a term that it's a perception of the differences between generations. Yeah, whereby, and this is something that we live with, but it is not so pronounced because in every family that you go to, of course, there's a big gap between the parents and the children. On average, there is about 18 to 20 years.
Yeah.
But we don't get to notice that until we get to the outside world.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the generations that have been spelled out, the 5 generations, we have the veterans, also called the silent ones, the baby boomers, and the Generation X, Generation Y. There's a difference of 18 years between them, around 18 years. And so this is partly because of the experiences that these people have been through. Like, for example, if I brought it down to our country here, the veterans are people who experienced the rulership of the colonial masters. Yeah. And so these are people who had a particular kind of framework, a particular kind of thinking, because these were people who took instructions without questions. The colonial masters would order you to do this, you do it without questions. Yeah. Now, the children did not like that. These are the baby boomers. Yeah. And what you realize is that when these baby boomers were born, that was after, some of them, 1964. Yeah. We had our independence. Yeah. They took up the jobs of those colonial masters. Yeah. And so you look at the mannerism, these are the people who are very hardworking. That's number one. Yeah. They also have a way of dressing, for example. Yeah, these are guys who are so keen about the suit and tie. Yeah. Because what they did is they took up the mannerism of the former bosses who they saw their parents working under. And so these are people who believe in an 8 to 5 kind of job. Yeah. Yeah, they insist that you need to work from 8 to 5. But the generation that we have today does not see much sense in that. Yeah. Because for them, they feel, as long as I can deliver from wherever.
How I look shouldn't matter, the time shouldn't matter,
doesn't
the place.
matter. Yeah. What time I give my reports doesn't matter, as long as the reports are there. Yeah. But you look at these baby boomers, these are people who are so keen in terms of teamwork, in terms of having meetings, structured plans and all that. But the millennials are quite different.